So as you probably know by now, Fresh and Fit have been kicked out of the YouTube partnership program, and all of their channels demonetized, from personal channels to the channel that they do the roundtables on and this, that, and other. And a lot of people are speculating the clip that got them kicked off was from actually a video. One of them went over to Rumble with Sneako, another YouTuber who has been kicked off, who's on Rumble streaming. And he did this whole racist rant with a Klan hoodie on and the whole thing when they was beefing with Abra and Preach. And while it was ridiculous, like, I mean, straight clown stuff, like, I guess they Caribbean or whatever. I don't know what they are, but they definitely have a disdain for black men and black women as well. But, and so was I mad and shocked when to see him dancing around in a Klansman hoodie doing all this stupid stuff? Of course I was. But I want to say that can clearly be considered hate speech. But I want to say there are far lesser times where a phrasing has been said or something like that and it's been took out of context totally. Like Jamie Foxx recently had a phrasing. I did a video on it where he said they killed Jesus, so what do you think they would do to somebody like me or something like that. And it was just a simple phrasing that people use all the time just to say that, look at how great, the greatest that Jesus was. And then look at little old me and how terrible I am. So people treated him in this manner. So imagine how people will treat me. That was twisted and shaped into something that was hateful. And I didn't understand that. But this is why what I want to say is the slippery slope that we are playing with this game here. Some people celebrated Fresh and Fit being taken off. I didn't. I don't. And I don't because I know it's a lot of situations where words can be twisted to make it seem as though they are hate speech. And then even with hate speech, it's like, I mean, do you think him dancing around in that hoodie, or any white man for that matter who wanted to be on that type of tip, saying the racist thing we want to say? I mean, we didn't heard so much racist stuff come out of Trump's mouth, and yet he was elected president. So it's like, yes, you want to, I guess for business purposes, they want to keep people like this off platforms or whatever. But I kind of feel like, man, if they want to say how they feel, let them rock. Let them say how they feel. Because there's a lot of people out there that agree with them and not identify with that. But there's a lot of people that disagree with it too. And I'm going to say what I feel in debating that. But it's like, it's a slippery slope because so many small things can be twisted into hate speech. You know what I'm saying? Another guy, Night Talk, has been demonetized. And he has no reason. He doesn't know why. I think he is a policeman or a retired policeman or something like that. Republican. I watch the channel sometimes, but I have no idea. You know, I agree with him sometimes. I disagree with him sometimes. But I have no idea. He has no idea why he was demonetized. It just happened out the blue, and you just got to deal with it. And it's a scary thing because like, once you've built it up to a place where you are really got the ball rolling on this, it's like it can just be snatched away, and it doesn't have to really be a reason behind it. You know, it can be, they don't really owe you an explanation, and that's something we all got to deal with. Like, but it is nerve-wracking to try to think about, because you want to be careful. I try to be careful as far as what I say and how I say things on here, but you just never know who is going to be offended, how they're going to be offended, and all this type of stuff. So I don't really wish this for nobody, but while I do know, hey, when you say stuff like this, you're going to have to deal with the consequences. And what it's starting to seem like is that even though they tell you could go over to Rumble and you know, be more free with your word, it seemed like these platforms, I mean, it's all the internet. So if you do content one way on YouTube, but then you want to do more risque content on Patreon or Rumble or whatever, and you go over there and do that, it seems like it is still going to affect what happens on these other platforms. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? I could say whatever over there. Yeah, you can, but no, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Free speech is not free no more. It's so many consequences to it. It's a very touchy subject. I mean, it's so many touchy subjects, but it's a very touchy thing where you have to figure out what you can and can't say, and can it pass as politically correct or not. And it's just, it varies. But it's starting to look like, yeah, you can't go over to other platforms and think you can get extra risque over there and then have it not affect your money on other platforms, be it Instagram, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that said, it's like, we have to realize it's not our platform. You don't own it. And that's whatever color you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't own it. And you can't be guaranteed that what you say is going to be in alignment with how certain people feel that's running a company. And if they feel some type of way, there's nothing you can really do besides start over, you know, because that's a hard place to be, where you've built up that much income doing something and that much of a following, and then just have it ripped out. So for that reason, I'm not with all the racist stuff Fresh and Fit does. Like I said, all of their content ain't like that. A lot of times they got the round table. It's kind of, I don't watch it. Like I catch a clip or here and there, but it's kind of they do the round tables, kind of trying to get these women out of the astronomical expectations that they have in the dating world today. And so some of the content good, some of the content bad, but it is what it is. But I don't think all of their content should have just been ripped out like that to just have all that hard work ripped away. You know what I'm saying? It's just a hard pill to swallow, man. I don't, you know, hey, people in this world are racist. It's a lot of people who feel some type of way about me, feel some type of way about that person and this person. It still doesn't mean I don't want them to feed their families. You know, I'm people that's racist. They're gonna be racist, but I just want them to be able to speak their mind as well as I want to be able to speak mine, because it doesn't bother me that much because I know how racist people are out here and how they operate. You know, we've been operating in this racist system for a long time, but I don't know, man. It's your boy P Camp. Tell me what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.